Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Obviously, it is match day today. I am recording this about 2.5 hours before kickoff, so I don't have team news or anything like that. I'm very much not even going to talk about the game really that much today. We'll talk a little around a Gift Orban potential bid. We'll talk a little bit around Ndombele and his hesitance to go to Turkey. I'm trying to pick some good words there. We'll also talk a little around a bit about Evan Ferguson, which I found quite interesting from Charlie Eccleshare. And there was a big quote from Angie Postecoglou that I do want to go through, as well as a bid for a potential Montpellier striker who I talked about earlier on this summer. Lots to get into. I'm not going to dilly-dally. So let's jump in. Let me start with the Gift Orban situation. So from Sasha Tavolieri, I always mull at that, but yeah, he said that Tottenham have offered 27 million euros to Gent for Gift Orban. The Belgian club want 30 million euros plus add-ons. Deal for the striker could be concluded next week. Okay. He also then added a little bit to it, and he said talks are ongoing between Spurs and Gent through intermediaries for Gift Orban. Obviously, he said the bid 27 million euros, but they want 30 million euros plus add-ons, so it's not a lot between the offers here. Excuse me. A written offer should come next week in order to come to an agreement. So that's exciting. That's a little bit good news. I think from the comments that we had on not just the last couple of videos, but many other videos about the real interest in Gift Orban. I know there's some people that aren't too keen on him. Don't believe maybe his first touch is good enough. There's there was one of you, and I hands up, cannot remember the name, but there was one of you who said he gives you kind of Jermaine Defoe vibes. If he turns out to be Jermaine Defoe, that's a good player. That really is a good player. So I think the fact that we're so close to that agreement, I think 30 million, I think if it was 27 million euros, maybe plus add-ons, I think you can probably get it. So that's what I'm talking about. There's not a lot between these bids now. So if that's something to go by, it does look like that is something that probably is going to happen. Now, there was a story that I saw, I think it was from The Athletic, that said that Spurs are looking to spend big on a striker. A part of me thinks that I would love them to do that. And a part of me thinks, you've got Richie, you've got Velis, you've got maybe a Gift Orban's coming in. Do you get that striker? And I was thinking, I don't see it happening this summer. I don't. I think what might not be a bad idea is saying, look, we're going to get ourselves a really good winger. We're going to get ourselves another centre-back. Maybe it's Pershers, maybe. We're going to get ourselves a midfielder as well who's good. And we're going to roll towards January. And then we're going to have a look at Ivan Toney and see what the situation is there. Right? So that's one thought I had really yesterday thinking about. Because there's a lot of you talking about Ivan Toney. Should we go now instead of going in January because he might be a bit more expensive? And I was thinking, well, I think that might be the play. Because Vlahovic, for the talent that he does have and the age that's obviously on his side of 23 or what have you, didn't really have a great season last year. And I don't want to be spending 70 million euros on a guy who scored 10 goals in the Serie A. For me, it doesn't really scream good business. It seems like that for me would make me think desperate business. I think he's a good player, but for 70 million euros for 10 Serie A goals, it's not great. That's not great at all. I think Ivan Toney will be, if they do make a big move, I think it's Ivan Toney. I think it's January. I think they're going to go Velis, Gift Orban, Richie towards January. Go to January. Hell, maybe Velis or Gift Orban absolutely sets the world alight and you go, I don't think we need Ivan Toney. Gift's already got 10 goals this season. Richie's chipped in with 10. Maybe Velis has got a few. You think, well, actually, I don't think we do. We've got strength in numbers, and obviously I'm speaking in a very positive tone, that's how I am, but I can't see him doing any big striker signing this summer. Look, if I'm wrong, I'm hands up and I'll say I'm wrong, but I just can't see it for me personally. So moving a little bit away from the Gift Orban situation, let's talk a Montpellier striker. So this came from Ekrem Kanur, and he said that Tottenham and West Ham are set to table a bid for Montpellier's 20-year-old French striker Elye Wehi, who is also a target for Chelsea, Juventus, Atletico Madrid and Frankfurt. Obviously with Frankfurt, you're thinking probably a Kolo Muani replacement, right? I talked about him earlier on this summer. I won't go into like how his season was or anything like that. But he's also kind of a situation like a Gift Orban. You know, he's not going to be that expensive. It's really difficult. Obviously, we've lost our star man, the talisman, the captain. You know, this guy that scores 30 odd goals a season, and we're looking at 20-year-olds to replace him. But just remember, guys, Harry Kane came in as a youngster. You know, wasn't great out on loan. Came in because he was thrown in, and it actually worked. Sometimes it's the right way to go, and I'm starting to come round to the idea a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. If Ivan Toney, we can get him, and fine. If Vlahovic was a fair price, fine. But with the way the market is now, you're going to need to spend 100 million on an actual replacement when you sold a guy for that sort of money. I think you wouldn't do badly by giving strength in numbers in the striker position. And that's why I think, is it Elye Wehi? Is it Gift Orban? You've obviously still got Alejo Veliz in there right now behind Richie. I don't see it being a bad idea. With Ange, you've got a coach who can coach these guys up. You can really... Oh, got hair on my face. You can really get a guy and mould him the way you want him to play. As a striker, we always go, goals, goals, goals. Maybe Ange wants him to be a bit more of a link-up player. You never know these sort of things. Obviously, I think he'll want a goal scorer, but you know what I mean, all right? Let's talk a little bit about a quote from, not Gift Orban, a quote from Angie Postecoglou. And this was about talking about the squad and how it needs to be trimmed down. And he says, part of the process is that we've got a big squad at the moment. We just can't keep bringing players in. We need to move some players out. That's where our focus is right now. Over the next 3 weeks, what we don't want to do is have it all happen really late in the window, which means we're caught short in any areas. It's got to work that way. We can't just keep accumulating players. We've got a massive squad as it is at the moment, and we need to work on that. Music to my ears. We do need to move players on, and we do need to move them now. It's not one of those things where, we say, oh, yeah, no, but if we leave it to January 31st, August 31st, sorry. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is actually have a situation where, you're moving players on now, bringing players in now, and it's a seamless rotation. Instead of players in, players out. And we were left there the other year where we had players in, we went, oh, we need to get rid of some players. We need to get, loan, we'll pay for your wages. We don't want to be doing that. Just move players on. That's the idea. So let's talk about one, Tanguy Ndombele. And I talked about how Fenerbahce were in for him. I talked about how Galatasaray were in for him. And I thought Galatasaray also maybe were not going to be in for him because obviously the Fred situation, they're getting Fred from Man United. So there's been many reports on this one. I'm not going to give you all the sources, but there's been many reports, all across the internet. It's been ridiculous. And basically what it is Fenerbahce and Galatasaray are pushing to sign Tanguy Ndombele, but he is not interested at the moment. So I think he must be holding out hope that a top 5 league's coming in for him. Both proposed amounts around the €10 million mark, and this is what I don't get. Both propose around €10 million. Spurs want 20. Are we outpricing ourselves on players leaving? If we can get, let's say, €13 million, them taking the wages, I'd take the deal. Just take the deal. Because at the end of the day, right, what's the point in keeping him here? Maybe you get €20 million, but you have to pay off 25% of his wages. Just take the lower offer. Say, look, his wages are you. You sort him out. We're not dealing with him. You sort him out. Then that's a good deal, Miles. It's not just the figure of the money that you're earning, it's what comes after that and how much you earn from saving all those wages, But anyway, guys, it's match day. I hope that when you next see me for the match review, we're sitting here happy as Larry with a win. Hopefully 3-2 win, because that means I'm right and I'm a fortune teller. But hopefully we do win today. Obviously, big game for Ange, big game for the boys. I'm really excited for the game. It's been the first time in a while that I've been super excited for a game of football. Like I said, I'm excited to see some of those new boys play. I'm really excited about Destiny Udogie. I really, really, really rate him. So, hey-ho, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Hit me in the comment section below around the Gift Orban price. Did you think it was going to be that? Think a bit less, a bit more? Let me know what you think about that. Obviously, the Elye Wehi, let me know about the Montpellier striker. I want to know your thoughts around him, if you do have any. If you don't, hit me up with some questions. I'll try and answer a few about him. The Tanguy and Ndombele situation, let me know about that as well as Angie's quotes. Let me know about everything. You know me. I want to have that conversation with you all. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We passed 1,000 and we just kept going and going and going. I was having a few drinks. I kept getting all these notifications. It was lovely. And also hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's in the video. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, lads.